What up, guys? Welcome to another exciting episode of Two Guys and the Couch, aka.
Why do you point at me when you say couch?
Because the couch.
Two guys and a couch. This is the couch. I am.
Why you always have to confront me every time in the beginning?
No, I'm just curious. You always do this. You always point at me. Say the couch. Why can't you say like, "Hey guys, welcome to another exciting episode of Two Guys and the Couch." We have an exciting installment of things we're going to talk about. You're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. All of us are going to get into it. And we're going to have a blast. Stay tuned and let's get into it. This is you. Two guys and Danny's the couch. Like, what the hell?
This is Sunglass exclusive Brucey Bruce. This is Danny,
Actually,
aka the attorney.
I don't know how exclusive you are anymore. Yesterday at the place that we were at, everyone was wearing sunglasses. So did you come up to them and did you tell them that they should take them off?
Well, they got the memo, unlike some people.
First of all, by the way, I'm wearing this because he finally forced me to put them on, not because I wanted to.
Let us know in the comments below if it fits
Actually,
Danny Poo.
don't comment them because honestly, it is what it is, and I'm totally content with that being as such. In any case, there were people at that place that you decided to go to. By the way, if anyone wants to hang out on Saturday night, Slate is the place you want to go to from the age of 20 to about 35. You'll have a blast. You'll be able to enjoy some games. You'll be able to enjoy some drinks, some good music, and a huge amount of opportunities to get down with your bad self.
Who did you talk with at Slate that you decided to promote them to our 146 viewers?
First of all, I didn't talk to anybody. I'm just giving people ideas.
Oh, okay. So now.
By the way, if you guys ever hang out with Bruce, if you ever get a chance, understand you ain't coming home earlier than 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you might want to write that shit down.
Actually, don't write that. I just understand that he goes out
party people, party,
until
party,
4 o'clock
party,
in the morning
party, yeah.
every Saturday night. This guy does not know what it's like to get home early. He doesn't care about getting home. He forgets the people who are with you might have work the next day or already in the next decade, and they require more sleep.
That's their responsibility if they have work the next day. But yes, if you do have the work.
I should have Ubered home. That's what I should have done.
Oh,
shit.
Yo,
peace out.
You enjoyed me driving. Don't worry.
He's going to post a few outbursts of what it feels like to drive around in New York City. He'll add it on at the end of the video.
Please let me know why the hell you guys are walking in the street when cars are passing by. I want to know that. You're trying to avoid the pedestrians, because when I was a pedestrian, after I parked my car, I realized why they're walking on the street. Walk on the side of the street. Don't walk in my way, because you know my car, it's all like sexy and hot, and when a person comes near 2 feet distance, it's like beep 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 beep, and the whole time I'm driving like beep 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 beep. But what about the homeless guy? He starts to turn on the camera, this guy, and all of a sudden, in the middle of the street, this homeless guy bangs on my door, and Danny's recording this, and he's like, "You recording this?" "No, I'm recording him." And he's like, and I'm like, "What do you want?" "Money." I'm like, "I ain't got cash on me. If you have Venmo, maybe."
He's going to post that clip at the end as well.
Maybe. We'll see if they get lucky to the
He's going to post all the clips from last night.
Anyways, the max time viewed of our podcast is 1:46. It's past 3, so let's talk about the shit that people are not gonna hear. Danny, I heard you wanted to talk about emotional cheating
Actually, that's a good
versus
question for you. I'm curious.
cheating.
Do you think physical cheat? No, actually, which one do you think is worse, physical or emotional cheating?
The answer is pretty simple.
Which one?
Physical, my friend.
Okay, this podcast is over, everybody. I'm gonna
care.
go. Thank you.
No. We still need your input, though. Get the fuck.
First of all, that is a horrible thing to say. Just to let you know.
Why?
Because physical is similar to going to the gym, bro. You go to the gym and you do your business and you leave. Emotional, they get to the root core of who you are. They actually are there for you in every single way. You are able to connect with them and many more deeper. Wow, I'm having problems with words coming into my blooper all the way. You're connecting with them on a deeper level. You're able to share with them their stories. You're able to feel their pain. You're able to sympathize with them. You're able to have an emotional connection every single way. They think about you as the person they want to share everything with. The physical element is I come in, okay, let's have sex and so on. So, and again, Which one is worse, physical or emotional?
Physical, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because you go, you fuck somebody, you don't know what their STD status, and all of a sudden you come home to your wife, and you think you're clean and everything, and you go get physical stuff with your wife. Your wife comes home from the gynecologist after a few days and saying, "Honey, I got some STD. Where did I get this from?" And how are you gonna feel?
You know, a person can get an STD from the toilet seat, right?
No, you can't. It's paranoid to the max. You can Google it and ask Google. You cannot get it.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us know below if
Again,
you
with
think
ladies
that
and
this is
gentlemen.
correct. Because all the nurses that are subscribed in our channel, the 7 of you, you know who you are.
Yo, it's a little stalkerish when he does that. It's like the 7 of you, I know where you live. Please let us know.
I know what you did last summer.
Wow.
So yeah, you cannot get it
He
from
doubled
the
down
toilet.
on it. Yes, you
cannot.
can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you
Which
can.
how?
Am I a doctor? I'm just letting you know.
Which STD can you get from the toilet? Because if that was the case, people will not use public restrooms whatsoever.
People
especially
don't use
women.
public. They only use it in extreme circumstances. Most people, there is millions upon millions of bacteria. And I can't believe this coming down. We're not going on that tangent. All I'm saying is this.
Bacteria is everywhere.
All I'm saying is emotional cheating.
So you're saying, wait, so you're saying emotional cheating is greater than or equal
Trumps.
to physical?
Yes, trumps physical cheating. Because sometimes a person, let's say a person kisses somebody, right? Your girlfriend kisses somebody. How you gonna feel?
Was she drunk?
I don't know. Just she was in the moment and she kissed somebody.
Well, that's the guy's fault. That means that he wasn't a good kisser. He wasn't able to make her happy. Sir Edmund says that all the time.
So what you're saying is, if your girlfriend kisses another dude, that means you suck.
Yeah, it's the guy's fault. Correct. I learned that from Edmund.
Okay.
It's the truth. Think about it. If you can't satisfy your girl and she finds it somewhere
And if
else.
your girl decides to not share stuff with you, but goes share somebody else, because they feel that that person can hear them and listen to them better than you, also your fault?
Yeah,
Okay. So in both cases, it's your fault.
exactly.
Okay. So which one's worse?
In which regard?
And which one would be worse? If she's going and sharing everything that's inside of her with somebody else, or if she just goes and performs physical acts somewhere else?
Physical act.
Wow, you're like doubling down on it, huh?
Yeah.
So for you, the fact that she can't talk to you or spend time with you and be one with
Well,
you.
why can't she talk to
because-
me or spend time with me?
As I'm saying, she's emotionally cheating on you. She's having a connection with somebody else. She's physically here, but emotionally she's checked out.
Well, as a smart individual I am, I'm gonna feel that vibe and I'm gonna be like, babe, is there something going on here? You wanna talk to me about something? And you can definitely sense and feel
You
these
know,
things.
people just say, yeah, okay, and then they continue doing the same shit over and over again.
Yeah, that's why I don't associate myself with liars.
Yeah, you don't really know who is or who isn't a liar.
With age comes wisdom, Danny DeManny. You learn. You see how people are. You get a feel. You get a hunch. I'll be honest. When I was a little bit younger, I was saying like, oh, everybody's great. Generally, majority of people are good, right? So you give them the benefit of the doubt. But after a few times, when you get, bang, bang, and then you're like, oh, interesting. And you just learn. You're like, okay, I thought this person was better than this. They're not. It's all about character. It shows their character. You show your character and you react to it in a way that makes them think, wow, this person has class. So yeah, that's what I think at least.
That's a very interesting perspective.
You don't think so? So you were doubling down that emotional cheating is worse than physical?
Yeah.
Well,
Because if you lose their mind, you lose their heart.
ladies and gentlemen, write that shit down. If you lose their mind, you lose their heart. You heard this first in
I don't
Two
think it's
Guys on the
first.
Couch podcast. Which book did you get that shit from?
I actually don't know. I'm just letting you know, if you lose the person you're with intellectually and you don't stimulate her, everything else doesn't matter. Yeah. The physical element is just a physical act. It sucks. It definitely sucks. But the reason the physical act happens is because the person you're with feels like they're not being appreciated. Like, why do people leave jobs? Right? You come into work, you put in your 7, 8, 10, whatever hours, 15 hours, 16 hours, and your boss never validates you. He never gives you any accolades.
Depends what kind of boss you have.
He never praises you. He's like, okay, you did your job, good for you. So you don't feel appreciated at all. You become a cog in the machine. When you're in a relationship, the person who is with you is looking for kind of the same thing. They're looking to be appreciated, not clamored over, be like, oh my goodness, you're so, like, with not showered with fake compliments, but appreciate, like noticing the fact that, you know, the girl went and she changed her hair color, or she worked at the gym and she started to slim down, or she looking good in a particular dress she bought, or that she cooked a certain meal, and like all these little things, appreciating the person, not taking the person for granted. Now, when the person is being taken for granted nonstop, and it applies both ways, whether it's male or female, if a person is not being appreciated, they seek out someone who will appreciate them.
Yeah.
You dig me? And then, so there's two options. One is they want to feel that emptiness, that feeling of, I guess you can say, loneliness. Even, you know, you've been with people that you spend time with and you feel lonely on the inside.
Oh yeah. Oof.
Yeah, it's the worst, right?
It's the worst.
You're there, you're having a good time, but you feel lonely on the inside. You're like,
If I feel lonely, I'm not having a good time. I'm just there. I'm
understand.
trying to make it work, but at the end of the
But
day, it's like, no.
it feels worse to be with those people than not to be with those people, right?
Yeah, of course. You gotta be by yourself, correct?
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, it's in that regard, like people feel like when people don't feel appreciated, that's what they feel like. Their jobs loses meaning, their hobbies, when they don't feel any type of joy from what they're doing, they start losing appreciation for it. So when the person is in a relationship, initially, why are relationships fun and scintillating and tantalizing at the beginning? Why? Because it's new, it's exciting. She's bringing something new to the table. You're bringing something new to the table. The sex is amazing. You know, it's ravenous. It's, you want to ravish her, she wants to ravish you. It just goes by. But that's because at the beginning, both people appreciate each other. They value each other. They care for each other.
It dies out after some time.
No, it only dies out if we allow it to die out. There's a book called Kosher Adultery. Not kosher sex. It's kosher adultery. It's in the second book. He wrote many books. Rabbi Shmuley Beteach, he wrote many books. But
I saw him last night, actually.
He goes to all these places all the time. But so he wrote in that book. I didn't really read the whole book because I kind of understood the point. It's okay to commit kosher adultery. I'm sorry. It's okay to commit adultery as long as you're cheating on your wife with your wife. Do you get it?
Complicated.
Okay, cool. So therefore, you treat your wife as if she's that other woman that you want to be with.
So role playing.
Correct.
Oh, okay, yeah. You should role play. Role play, it's not fun.
Yeah.
Role playing is key.
So it's about, so you know, in the Jewish tradition, religion, there's supposed to be a certain amount of time you're not supposed to touch your wife. Okay, and there's time you're supposed to. So what you do is during that time, you withhold yourself and you appreciate the person you're with, so then when you finally, the time is up,
You get that excitement back. Oh my
Yeah.
God, baby, I haven't touched you for so long. Oh my God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's as if you're cheating on her with her. That's the way that they continuously, that's the way you continuously appreciate her. And during the 2 weeks or whatever time it is that you don't actually engage with her, you help her out around the house, you talk to her, you intellectually stimulate her.
What if she's PMSing at that time? Because you know that can happen.
No, but the thing
how
is-
are you helping her around the house?
But the thing is you get into a groove. When you're with when we hang out, you get me. You know what I do, how I do, etc. So you kind of understand what things you can and cannot do. I do the same thing with you. I understand what things, if I say, will piss you off, and so because we've known each other for quite some time. You know, and every friendship out there is the same way. Everyone learns and grows. So the same thing in a relationship, you also learn and grow about the person. You understand when they're upset, you understand when they're happy, you understand what to do to make them happy, and so on and so forth. So that's why for me, emotional cheating is the worst. If the person is going outside the relationship to seek comfort, intellectually, emotionally, spiritually, that means she's not getting it, or he's not getting it at home. Because, you know, whether you're into girls or guys, whichever one it is, we support you, like Savat.
Yeah.
But
Whether you're into more than one relationship at a time.
if you have situationships, it's also we support it.
Wow.
But speaking of situationships, the reason that people have situationships is because they're getting something from one, but they're not getting everything. So they go to the second one. So they have like 3 or 4 of them where they create one perfect relationship. So those
They
4
can't find all of that in one. That's
yeah,
right.
so they have all these 4 or 5 people that create that one person they want to be with. And is it disheartening? Yes. But eventually what happens is either those people fall by this wayside because like, yo, I don't want this, or the person eventually says, you know what, I really want to select you as opposed to everybody else.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Danny, but I'm a little bit shocked that you yourself, as a single bachelor, potential hubby to be in the future, God willing, are okay with your future spouse to cheat on you physically.
You see, you misunderstood. I didn't say it's okay for her to cheat on me physically.
You prefer that over emotional.
If that, it's easier to forgive physical than
How is
emotional.
it easier?
Because emotional doesn't doesn't delve into the person's core. Physical, you saw a lot of people yesterday at the event.
Yeah.
Do you remember every single person?
If I close my eyes, yeah.
You sure? Fine. In a week from now, you're gonna remember them?
No.
Okay. That's what physical is. Physical is doing something. Okay, you come in, you do your thing, you're out. It's something you forget because life just keeps moving. Emotional, you're vested. You follow me? You're invested in the person.
But you can numb your emotions, and like I used to say, fuck your feelings, fuck your emotions.
Yeah,
You know
I've
what I
seen
mean?
how you can say all you want.
Yeah.
Numbing your emotions is much harder than you actually think. Physical, you can forget.
How?
right?
Physical, instead, you
Okay.
get more like,
Here's
you
the thing.
get more emotional when
One
you get
second.
physical.
You hit your knee, right? Recently?
Yeah.
Is the pain the same as it was on day one?
No.
It's slowly tapering off, right? Slowly subsiding?
Yeah.
Eventually, so they've been certain areas you banged up that you had a little bruise. With time, initially it hurt, with time it passed. Do you still remember where the bruise was?
Somewhere here, I don't
No,
know.
I'm talking about in general, like every other bruise that you had. You still remember where there was?
No, just the big ones.
Correct, but you don't really recount. You're like, okay, whatever it is. You don't, like, it passes, right? Physical. You know how that phrase says, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me? That's actually improper because sticks and stones do break your bones. Bruises pass, but words stay continuously.
Interesting.
So an emotional connection, it stays. It's deep rooted. It's something you can't just. That's why they have therapy sessions, bro. They go to therapists, etc., to figure out their emotional sense. No one goes there to figure out, oh, I hurt my elbow. Can you please help me fix it? No, they go to a doctor. He bandages it up. A few weeks, the elbow is back to the way it was. Okay, you shouldn't do so. You shouldn't do the swings the way that you used to, and you're good to go. Okay, you learn. You have a limited range of motion. But the emotional, think about this. It's someone carved themselves into your soul.
Well, you'd be surprised. You're actually right in that regard. There was this famous psychologist. She said that what's much more damaging, verbal abuse or physical abuse. And she says that you would think that the answer would be physical abuse, but in reality, it's verbal abuse.
It's always verbal abuse.
But how? Words don't mean shit.
Because the thing
Physical, it's like you feel the pain they gave you physically, you know?
Yeah, but all it instills is fear. Physical instills fear. If I beat you up, you'll be afraid of me. It doesn't change who you are. You'll just be afraid of me. You'll be afraid of You'll be afraid of confrontation. You'll be afraid of standing up for yourself. But those things you can overcome. Emotional, if I continuously tell you things, or psychological, whichever way you want it, if I continue to tell you things that you are not good, I am limiting who you are. You will always think you're not good. It will take you a huge amount of perseverance and dedication to overcome it.
Sometimes you can take that as a drive for motivation. Depends on the individual.
Yeah, if you go to the projects, you'll see that there's a lot of people who stay in the projects from day one till day 1001 or whatever it is, until they're done, until they expire, because they never had that motivation and that push to get out of the projects. You follow me? So what I'm trying to say is that, yes, it takes a huge amount of endurance to push forward, but the reason a lot of people are broken is not, or are hurting, a lot of people are hurting, is not because they are they've been physically attacked, it's because as they were growing up, their friends put them down, their parents put them down, their siblings put them down, their teachers put them down, their environment puts them down, and eventually you just succumb. I think Steve Harvey made a very great comparison. Not sure how true this is. There was a tick, right? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
and
seen
he said
that
that
reel.
it jumped up to 30 feet in the air, or 30 centimeters, whatever the hell it was. And then they put the tick as it was born inside a bottle, right? A bottle. And then it can only jump a certain amount.
Yeah.
Right? And when they opened it up and they took it out, it could only jump a certain amount. Because that's the limit. Our emotional, what we say to people, and when we put them down, especially when they're young, we're capping them at who they can become. And the thing is, if there's no a secondary push, which goes against the primary put downs, that person feels always limited. They feel that's the max they can do. They can't push themselves further.
Well, that's why this podcast was created, to tell you guys that you are limitless and you can get what you can get. Believe in yourself. If anyone else can do it, so can you. Fuck what everyone else tells you what you can or cannot do. Personally, myself, I love it when someone tells me I can't do something, because I do it and then I call up that person and be like, guess what? I did it. No, yes I did. Boom, boom, boom. Wow, exactly. Don't you love that, Danny?
Actually, the only person I have anything to prove to is myself.
I know, but when a person says you can't do this, like we were at the gym and I was recording you in the video when you were doing your pull-ups and it was hard for you. I was like, you can't do it, you can't do it, you can't do it. And you were like pushing and you kept going and going and going.
It wasn't you, bro. You're not the motivation behind it. It was me pushing myself. I wasn't even listening to you.
I was just messing with your mind though. I was like, you can't do it, you can't do it. And you
No,
kept going,
I
you were
wasn't.
laughing about it too.
Yeah.
It pushed you to do it,
I
bro.
did
You did
not.
2 more extra. I recall that vividly. He does usually 15, he did 17.
Wow, okay. Listen, as long as it makes you happy, that's all I'm gonna say. I go to the gym for one purpose and one purpose only, and that's to sleep well. That's about it. And honestly, it's actually been very impressive that you've been able to keep up with me. Many people can't keep up with me.
Excuse me?
You heard. I mean, I can't keep up with you until 4 o'clock in the morning because my eyes, honestly, these glasses are helping out, because behind these glasses, my eyes are like closed.
Now you know why I wear them, you know? You got
Because it's always closed.
the secret life.
Guys, you got the secret life.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God, I still haven't revealed why I wear my sunglasses.
It's okay, bro. You can reveal it in season 3
Season
or
3.
4.
There's
or
no more
5.
seasons. They're just episodes going
Oh
forward.
wow, there's only episodes going forward. You know what's funny? We were supposed to have a guest today, but the guest didn't come. By the way, I know most people didn't want to last this long into the podcast. That's totally fine, but whatever.
They probably fall asleep. It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, because our voices are so soothing. They're melodious, and people just like. In any case, it's amazing. We're supposed to have a guest today.
An interesting individual.
Bruce was able to coerce him to come. No, he just asked him to come, and the guy agreed. And the guy is very motivational. He's inspirational. He is just has such a wonderful aura about him. He wants the best for everyone and everything, and it's beautiful to hear. And his TikToks just pop off.
And he has a Spotify channel, so
I've been trying to get Bruce to start a Spotify channel, but he apparently doesn't feel the same way as the other kid, but whatever.
we will get there. Don't worry, surely
yeah.
but surely.
Because apparently we cannot do it now, but we can do it later.
Yeah,
In any case,
definitely.
So it's interesting. So this week's Torah section, right? Yes, I know we're going to a little Judaic history here. Was about the 2 brothers fighting, Jacob and Esau, and what he did was to prepare to confront, to face his brother because he stole his blessing, was to send him gifts, to prepare the army, and to pray to God, right? And the reason for that is because apparently the representation of every single patriarch that we had, which was Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, was a representation of Abraham was kindness, Yitzhak was charity, and Yaakov was the study of the Judaic scripture. And the fact that this kid inspires kindness just through his words is exceptionally impressive in every single way. I was gonna actually question him about all the stuff and how he came about to be this type of person, whatever.
Yeah, we're gonna learn about that.
Unfortunately, this time it didn't happen, but it's okay. This is at the end of the podcast. No one's even watching this in any case.
Yeah,
But
maybe he'll get to it if I tell him I mentioned him.
in any case, it's gonna be fun. Hopefully, you guys will stay around. Hopefully, you guys will stay tuned. Hopefully, you guys are watching this and it's having a slight or somewhat substantial effect on you guys. We're gonna be here forever. Eventually, this couch is gonna have two more people. It's gonna be his wife and my wife. Yes,
Oh shit! It's gonna be the discussion of married life.
Yeah, we're gonna slowly level this up, and there's gonna be 148 followers at that time. I'm sorry, 149. The two women will have to follow us.
Yeah.
Because come on, if you don't follow your own podcast,
And then we're gonna have little babies over here and everything. Oh damn! That's gonna be an extra follower.
In any case,
So to conclude, in conclusion, I believe that physical cheating is more effective and much more hurtful than emotional. You believe the opposite, emotional against physical.
yes.
So guys, let us know below which one you think is more hurtful. Actually, both of them suck.
No, both of them do suck, but emotional will lead to physical.
Yeah, okay, according to Danny Demani.
Physical doesn't lead to emotional.
There you go. Let us know who you agree with, Brucey Bruce or Danny Pooh or Danny Demani, Attorney Dan. Guys, I know the divorce rates are going up there. If you're having tough times, reach out to Danny.
By the way, you know that I was actually thinking about something. Thank you for the shout out, but I was thinking about something in the shower recently.
I don't want to hear your shower.
No. Unlike most people who take their phones into the shower, I actually don't.
Neither do I.
I go in there. I do my business.
Deep talking,
yeah, deep thinking, not talking.
Thing, yeah. You talk to yourself, so yes.
In any case, oh man. In any case, what I was thinking about is that people say is, you know, the girls people shouldn't have sex before marriage, right?
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, why would you want to buy the cow if you can get the milk for free? But the response is, if you do end up, let's say, buying the cow is an analogy to getting married. Like, if you're getting sex, why would you want to get married?
Exactly.
But I think if you choose to get married after you're getting everything, that shows true love.
Does it?
Yes, because you're actually saying, you know what, I have everything that I can get from this person, but I want her to be mine.
Oh.
I want the person to truly be mine. I don't want the opportunity for her to leave me ever. I want to settle down with her and start a family and so on and so forth. So in my opinion, when people say, why would you want to, why would you want to buy the cow and you get the milk for free? Because the truth of the matter is, I want the cow to actually be mine. I don't want anyone else getting her milk. You follow me?
But speaking of which, one country recently, I believe it was Taiwan or Hong Kong or Philippines.
I think it was Thailand.
Thailand, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
They banned. It's a felony to have sex before marriage. Yeah. So that contradicts what you said, but you do make a valid point.
Yeah, because the thing is, if you're choosing, like, let's say someone says, "Oh, you can drive this car around for as long as you want," and you really like the car, you're gonna be like, "Yo, I'm just gonna buy this car off you."
It's all about comfort also. You just get used to a person.
No,
so if you're going to be with that person all the time, you're like, okay, I lived with this person. Okay, I've been with this person.
But even if you live with the person's not yours. The element of marriage was always that the agreement was you were kind of buying the person.
That's the scary part.
No, it's about, like, this person becomes yours. No one else can have them. Do you know how sexy it is when you tell the person, like, you're mine. I don't want anyone else to have you. You're mine for life. It's an amazing concept. Like, I will be with, like, and you tell them the same way, like, listen, I just want to be with you. I don't want to be with anybody else. I just want to be with you. Nobody else can compare to who you are.
Agreed.
In any case, let's wrap this up.
Yeah, this was a very long episode because of us missing 1 week. We decided to put 2 in 1 just for you. I know you love this, and I love it too.
Yeah. Anyways, what was it?
So please, guys, like, share, subscribe this podcast.
Mainly share.
Mainly subscribe.
Mainly share.
Okay, and share, yes. The more views, the merrier. And if we even touch
Bruce's goal, whatever his acronym, alias is, his ultimate goal is he wants to have 1,000 followers.
Minimum subscribers.
Yes, and he wants to be able to impart his knowledge, wisdom, and his life endeavors with the rest of the world.
Yes. So actually, I want 2 million. That's my goal. But now I'm actually want to surpass that, and I want to.
Let's start with 1,000. This next year, 2023, in December, to 1,000 followers.
I think we'll aim that. We'll get that before.
I know, but let's just do 1,000, and whatever else comes with it, change. But 1,000 to start off with.
Yep.
All
Cool.
right.
Like, share, subscribe. Love you all. We'll see you on the next one. Maybe with the guest star that I was hoping to come to invite. And thank you. Danny, your last words?
I hope for you, wishing you an amazing Sunday, an amazing rest of the weeks, an amazing rest of your week, and may you only be blessed with good vibes.
Are you come down now?
Let's see what happens. It says there's no traffic up ahead, so. Why are these people walking on the street, Danny? Can you record these people walking on the
I'm
street?
recording you. That's all.
No, like, why are they walking on the street? Let me ask them where they're from. Hey guys, where are you from? Where are you guys from? Apparently jaywalking is allowed, and where the fuck they're from.